this is the test. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرَ الصَّابِرِينَ. Good tidings to those who are patient in these trials. Allah will test you with hunger. In the 19th century, 50 million people died of starvation. Many Muslims died of starvation. People forget these things. They didn't lose their faith. The people now, may Allah provide them with sustenance. There's people in Gaza that don't know where their food is coming from. Somebody putting bread through a wall to get food to these people. In Sudan, we have 2 million refugees right now in Sudan. 2 million refugees. These people now are facing starvation. These are the trials of the dunya. And the saddest thing is they're trials not just for them. They're trials for us. They're trials that reveal the failure of people to do. Everybody says, where's God? God says, where are you? God says, where are you? لا يسأل عما يفعل وهم يسألون. God will not be asked about what God does, but you will be asked about what you did. What you did. What are you doing? This is the question. The Kashmiri, don't forget the Kashmiri people. Don't forget the people of Yemen. Yemen hasn't changed. One of the tribulations of our time now is the news cycles. Muslims are completely reactionary to news cycles. When something's in the news, they respond. When it's not in the news, they forget about it. This is a crisis. And who's providing the news? The news is, Iblis is providing the news. The real news, عَمَّا يَتَسَاءَلُونَ عَنِ النَّبَإِ الْعَظِيمِ. What are they asking about? The real news, the vast news, the news on the Day of Judgment. Prophets, their name comes from the modern Arabic word for news, amba. Amba. That's the modern name for news in Arabic. Nabiyun is the one who brings news. But people don't want to read the eternities. They want to read the times. They've forgotten the real news. And one of the great metaphysicians from Samarkand, he was a student of Imam al-Maturidi, al-Hakim al-Samarkandi. He said, كل الفتنة تنشأ عن ثلاث. Or in Europe, they go like that. The Arabs do that too. كل فتنة تنشأ عن ثلاث. Newscasters, ناقل الأخبار, متلقي الأخبار, وطالب الأخبار. Those are the three sources of fitna in the dunya. Newscasters, news consumers, and news hounds. People looking for news. Those are the sources of fitna. And then he said, وَلَا يَخْلُصَ الثَّلَاثَ عَنَ الْمَلَامَةِ. All of them are blameworthy. So Allah tells us about these tribulations. There are many verses about this. There's almost 90 verses on just bala and fitna in the Quran.